Yeah guys, I've got a spark which I'm going to use to ignite the fire for another video here on the channel. Now for the last few months a meme has been circulating around the community. The meme is about spamming as many comment sections as possible with the phrase "mmod review when?" Now mmod stands for Mintiac mod, I think, but it wasn't just Mintiac who worked on this mod. There was also Crispy Dreams for Skydude134, John VLC YT, and Chaos. Links to all of their channels will be in the description below. Now unfortunately I haven't had the time to play through this mod myself as of just now, but that's not going to stop me from talking about it all the same. So to answer your hope and prayers, when is mmod review? Well, it's right now, baby. So before we continue with this video, what even is a mod in a game? Well, it defines itself as the alteration of the program code of the video game in order to make it operate in a manner different from its original version. Mods can be created for any genre of game, but are especially popular in first-person shooters, role-playing games, and real-time strategy games, as well as GTA, which might as well be a genre in and of itself at this point. Meaning, let's get this right out of the way immediately. mmod is still Spyro's Adventure. None of the level designs or mechanics have been changed up. However, everything still seems fresh and new when taking a look at what has changed, that being the textures. To make the mod as cursed as possible, the textures in the game have been changed up to all sorts of memes. The mod itself is also an expression of love. Love towards Scott for Wars. I mean, seriously, his face is everywhere.
Everywhere I go, I see his face.
But getting back on topic here, whilst all the levels do have the exact same design, it feels like you're playing something entirely new given how different the visuals are to the original levels. Textures that couldn't be changed have had colour swaps, so the grass in Shattered Island is now blue and the mud is purple. It looks incredibly different, and it just makes it feel as though you're experiencing a whole new game all over again. What really impresses me is the attention to detail in this mod. You wind up more invested in levels you wouldn't be invested in otherwise because you're trying to spot hidden details and find funny gags that weren't there originally. It adds another layer of reward for those who slowly walk through the levels to observe its many elements. On top of that, it's not just the main parts of each level that were changed, they also took the time to change up secret areas, again rewarding exploration as you see parts of the game that you normally wouldn't, and you want to see these areas to discover what's changed. The mod is hilarious and very expressive. The textures are well chosen and really make the mod feel stylized. It's ultimately what makes it feel as fresh and new as it feels. The elements themselves even have new symbols now, which all look really cool, but textures of the level components and the element symbols aren't the only things that have changed. The textures on the enemies are now different. The look of a red troll is more intimidating to me than a green troll, and it's that sharp colour contrast that makes it so visually pleasing. They even went on ahead and retextured all 37 original characters. That's right, I said 37. They even gave the dark and legendary versions different textures to their original counterparts, which is so unnecessary and incredibly appreciated. I truly admire the dedication the modders went through to truly bring to life this mod. The best part of it all is that my boy Igniter is looking real sus. Of course, Among Us had to become a meme, and this is cursed after all, so it's a welcome change and I enjoy having a good laugh at it. Every nook and cranny has been changed, NPCs as well even, because this once again really adds to the comedic tone of the mod. The elemental gates have the changed up symbols on them rather than the regular ones, again to make everything look uniform and truly polished. Menus and loading screens have even been adjusted accordingly, so if that ain't attention to detail, I don't know what is. Now, I love the blue aesthetic of the Quicksilver Vault, but switching that up for full-blown lava makes the level look so damn cool as well. On top of the Quicksilver Vault, there's also some very clever reworking of the Empire of Ice. Now it's no longer a cool level. I'm not going to apologise for that pun, because instead what the level is now is a tropical jungle, to where the slippery areas have instead become mudslides, and Slam Bam is now Donkey Kong, and there's all banana themed enemies and everything. It's incredibly clever, and it just goes to show the creativity that went into this mod, as well as the comedic tone and attention to detail, mind you. Now, the gameplay isn't the only thing that looks visually different. As you can tell, I inverted the colours in my channel icon of the watermark because that looks cool, and again establishes that this video is going to look very visually different than your usual Spyro's Adventure videos, mind you. Anyway, I'm back to express the fact that it's not only clever how they changed up the Empire of Ice, but also how they made Flynn's NPC a texture of one of the other cartoon characters that is voiced by Patrick Warburton, of course the same person who voiced Flynn. So it's kind of like a Flynn from an alternate universe, given that the two characters have the same voice actor and everything. And another great attention to detail is the fact that the soul gems themselves actually have inside of their inner circles like the actual retexturing of the character, and then when you look through your upgraded abilities, they have different artwork and everything. It's beyond admirable for the amount of work and effort that went into this mod, but I cannot emphasize enough the fact that this video is made purely based on my observations of watching others playing through the M mod. I unfortunately haven't had the opportunity to play it myself yet, which I'm hoping can change in the near future, because this mod, to be frank, I think it looks really fucking awesome, and I cannot wait to dive into it and find even more greater details found within. But now what we're going to do here is end off with even more cursed gameplay, so then we can truly end off on a high note and discuss more about how this mod has impacted the community. Firstly, it's an excellent showcase of talent. The creators behind this mod did a great job at making everything look polished, and the style of humour they went with to liven up the game and give you an all-new experience revisiting it is incredibly welcome. I admire the work and passion that went into this. It shows the rest of the world that our community is driven, talented, and not likely to let our favourite franchise fade away. The fact that as a community we've all bound together and garnered some recognition for this mod and reminded people that we're here to stay is a true expression of our unity and commitment to this franchise we all love so dearly. Plus, being huge Skyrim fans ourselves and desperately craving that new experience means that with this mod we finally have some sort of new material to mess around with. Yes, it's not exactly a new game, and these levels and characters are still the exact same ones as we've enjoyed for almost 10 years now, but it's more than nothing. It shows that this franchise isn't nothing and that it means something to us all. Now, with that all being said and done, this video is coming to an end, but before that happens, I first want to thank all my Blazing Knights and Scorpion Dragons whose support allow me to continue pumping out quality videos like this one. Without them, this all wouldn't be possible. Therefore, I genuinely appreciate every last one of you from the bottom of my heart. If you enjoyed this video, I have others you can watch by clicking on screen now, and you can even subscribe by pressing the button on the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next one, but until that moment arises, peace!